Problem number 3 can be depleted resources. So when we're trying to get the body to let go of stored fat, it needs to be able to operate the way that it wants to operate. If it doesn't have enough resources to operate correctly, that's a stress to the body. It's not going to be willing to let go of that stored fat because that's money in the bank. That's backup resources that it has a fuel source that it can go to when it runs out of everything that it can do. So if things aren't going well, it wants to hold on to its backup. So we need things to be working well. So if a person is just eating nutrient poor foods, they're trying to do this junk food intermittent fasting where they're just eating packaged junk, or maybe they're not really bringing in the nutrients that the body needs, well, the body's not getting the nutrients it needs to function. So now we're going to restrict resources even more. We're going to cut out half the day when we used to be at least getting something, and now we're getting nothing. That's magnifying that stress that the body was dealing with of not having enough resources to function correctly. A lot of people will pee out too many minerals. So one of the benefits of intermittent fasting is that while you're not eating, it allows insulin levels to come down. Insulin takes a lot longer to come down than blood sugar. So if we can allow insulin to come down, well, now the body can access stored fat and burn it for fuel. As long as insulin is high, the body can't access that stored fat. So that's a benefit of intermittent fasting. But for a lot of people, when insulin levels go too low, it will cause them to pee out more minerals. And if their minerals were already low, maybe they weren't eating the right kind of foods, or maybe they don't have the ability to break their food down correctly. You have to be able to digest your food to be able to get all the nutrients out of that food. And in order to do that, a person needs to be making enough stomach acid in their stomach. It's very common for someone not to be making enough stomach acid today. And they also need this bile in the gallbladder to come down and meet with that acid so that bile and the pancreatic enzymes can all neutralize those acids and everything really gets busted apart so we can get all the nutrients out of that food. So if either of those sides of digestion are not working correctly, a person might not really be getting all the minerals out of their food and getting all the nutrients that the body needs. So now again, low resources being magnified because a person's going to use intermittent fasting and eat less often. So this right here, these depleted resources, this can be one of those stresses for the body. Not having resources is a stress to the body. That's like you trying to pay $1,800 worth of bills with $12. That's a big stress to you. So that can happen with the body as well.